Yeah, I should have labeled it differently so the fucking losers don't understand what love of your life means. Drew. He was my boyfriend for like ever, but we never had sex or anything. And then he became infertile, is what he says, but it's not true. It's just his back really fucking hurts, and he can't fucking sleep, and nothing ever helps, and everything makes him upset because he feels like the pressure to be the studio audience fucking performer or some shit. And he can. Like, he used to play guitar really well all growing up. And then, he faked his death. So, on me. So I just went and dated somebody. And it's not that I didn't want kids. It's that, you know, it's just ridiculous, Drew, how lovable you are. You never fucking masturbated. You never had sex with anybody. You basically crippled your back, just like I did, because you weren't coming or anything. And I'm not saying the other people are right. They're fucked. Anyway. And no, you can't fix your fucking back if you got insomnia for that long. And maybe sex wouldn't have fucking helped. But, like, you my life time. It's just it was honestly fucking boring. I wanted to try sex. By the time you dug yourself a hole with your communication, you always made like this little punk pop fucking pixie bullshit going on with your language that when you didn't fucking answer the question, you didn't fucking want to. So I left you. I mean, you poor thing, you're like, nothing has ever been better. And you got coached because you're so fucking high on all your endorphins because you've been up forever. Nothing's ever been better and happier when we were just friends, and being your boyfriend was really cool at the same time. And, like, your family made me so much happier, and they balanced out my family. I was like happy, like so happy that he said that. But, like, geez, you faked your fucking death on me too. I don't know if it was a computer error or something. We lived our lives way too much on the fucking computer was one of my problems too. And, like, you don't have any fucking money, and I don't have any fucking money. Is I have different type of money. I don't fucking have any fucking money. I don't want any more fucking kids. I don't want to have sex. He said, like, all I can do is play guitar. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty pathetic, honestly. But, like, that wasn't how it was. So, like, at least I don't think you're a fucking degenerate fucking idiot or something. And he's like, I'm so fucking ugly. And I'm like, have you tried anti-aging moisturizer? He's like, I've never had money. I was like, so you're living like a friggin' Holocaust victim, eh? After the math. It could get fucking awfully bad for me too. I'm trying to get sober and yeah, not completely sober, but sober, like maybe like once a week then instead of like 2-3 times a week, because that's like $40 a week. Yeah. Sarah brought him, which was super nice. I'm super stoked on that, actually. But he's probably got fucking cancer by now. If he just doesn't have any money, he's just living with his dad. Not eating properly. I remember conniving for her to go get him. Sorry, I was a fucking whippersnapper at first. That's all I was, though. One day when Kobe still lived at his other house, his old house, he sold it. I was like, so where did Drew go? And Kobe's like, where did Drew go? The same fucking place he's always goddamn been. Giving not a shit about his future. And I was like, okay, well. And I tried to talk to Kobe, but he doesn't understand it when you start at the beginning of a sentence. You know, he's kind of stupid, I think. No, it's just too emotional. That's what I wanted to say, but I thought I'd crack a joke. It's just too emotional. Well, was it because of me? Like, oh, I was dating a little girl who like a pedophile, so I'm just gonna ruin my life and then ruin hers later. That's what I said too. Then years later, Sarah's like, who do you really miss? I was like, Drew Byron. Who's that? I was like, well, he lives the same place he always fucking has. Apparently not giving a shit about his future. Time, like when the police would put their uniforms on and show off to me, like showing me the uniforms, like showing off the uniforms. I was just like the mask one. I was like, fuck, that'd be cool. Because that was Drew under that mask. Apparently he's been doing okay now. I've seen him. I told Sarah where he lives, and she's like, I can look it up in the phone book too, right? I was like, yeah. And so she did. And she phoned him on till he was like, okay, I'll come. Drove to the States to come hang out with me. And yeah. Like I take vitamins like almost every fucking day too, you know. And Drew's like, I have the vitamins, I don't take them. I was like, that's exactly what I mean. It's like you gotta take them. Like I'm not doing this sex and love and relationship and fucking moving in together if it's just gonna be you going to the doctor on my fucking medical and finding out you got a fucking deteriorating disease or some shit. I'm sick of the fucking heartbreak. That's exactly what you should do. Because you're young. You're only like 5 years older than me. Drew is living evidence that nothing in the world comes for free. And he said, I don't do anything at home, Amber. And I was like, I'm going back to when my husband died. Like those years. He couldn't do shit. He was like pretending and just smoking dope with people he sold dope to. With cancer people. He was like in a community of cancer folk. Yeah. My money being stolen. I don't have enough for me. And but that's exactly what you should do. You should bother the shit out of me because I'm nicer when I'm not just thinking about the long term. You probably will fucking die of something if you haven't been taking your vitamins and earning money, getting proper checkups. You probably got a stone stuck somewhere, like a bladder stone kind of idea. It'll be so bad. You're gonna hate me for like 5 days after you go to the doctor. Doctors have to be mean. Why are you getting so fucking personal when I'm just trying to look at your bone sack or whatever? Look if it's healthy, right? I'm fucking mean to people. I remember one of my friends came in, and I was her doctor, And I was just like strict about everything. And it bummed her out. And I was like, well, here's your prescription. Have a nice day. Everything was so not personal when I was pregnant too. It's probably what drove me so fucking mental. It was just personal. It stabbed me in the heart. I couldn't say that to him. That's why I was getting bitchy too when I was trying to be nice again. He wouldn't let me say it. I'm like, just marry me and live with me and be on my medical. So I have my shit to get together, like honestly, and like shopping for things that balance me out so I don't go fucking too sad and like too mad and I have medical up to like past brain surgeon. Brain surgeon's the highest. I doted on Owen Bala, my last husband. I fucking doted and I was like, he would just randomly, I could tell he was just like blacking out and going for a walk. And I'd catch him, I'm like, hey, what did you think of the weather? And then he would laugh and break out of the blackout. And he's like, well, I should probably just go get a drink. But yeah, like I taught him how to be healthy and everything. And I can't do that so much anymore. Like for somebody that all of a sudden was in such a bad state, like Owen, like he was all of a sudden just in such a bad state that he couldn't really ask questions to get to know what he needed. Like most of the time, he'd start like almost like Touretting a little bit. Like he'd be like, I had concerns after he stopped, and I'd rub his shoulder and be like, hey, like here's an orange juice or whatever, and then talk to me about it. I'm like, I'm noticing that you need drinks in the house. Is what I started with, and you need more drinks in the house. You're not walking down the street blacked out. How do you know I'm blacked out? I was like, because you didn't even know you're blacked out. It was showing on your face. I'm gonna be so exhausted. I'm gonna die. True. It's the nice reality, but it's not the reality. But the reality is, seems like everybody needs fucking help, and that they're so unhealthy that I can't even have them around. Because the conversation is just too different to the way I would go about. And plus, I'm not really that healthy. I mean, I'm pretty sad. But definitely when I absorb it all, seeing Drew made me way happier. I'm not worried. I fucking sleep now. I just worry that now I'm sleeping too much. Said I broke like 2 or 3 ribs, like completely, like. And I do drink a lot of milk. And they test way better They tell you way better and like way more precisely and in depth, and they talk about more complicated matters when you have really medical. Like Johannes is really good, and I feel like I can't even fucking do it anymore. But I'm insured to not have to do it anymore to like pay my bills and shit. Yeah, it's that luxurious. Doctor is a top job in Canada. I probably can do it. Just doubting myself. But anyway, Johannes was like, "Oh, I bet she has a thorn like right fucking rare, like stuck deep in there." And he took it out, tools, pulls out this big fucking red thorn from Russia. It's been going on for a while. I can't believe they didn't announce it to make me look like a douchebag again. Yeah, he asked me questions, I just answered it, and then there's bang. I wish I could be nicer to more fucking people, but it's been like, it's been too hard. All the guys that really jive with me, yeah, they didn't believe in me, and they're in it for the money, so what do they matter? Oh, yeah. I said to Kobe, like eons before, I said, I have a fucking condition. It's like a flu. It's called the sweats. And do I fucking ever, like, why is the window even closed when it's still cold? I'm still fucking sweating. So, anyway, it's called the sweats. And Coral has it too. Yeah. Kobe has it too. He's telling the story that he's like, oh, sorry, it's school too much. We should go play. And then Coral's like, going to play. Go into the bedroom to play. Kobe's like, go to the washroom, and she hit him. Yeah. She's all sweaty all the time. She feels lethargic and shitty, but juiced and ready. But like every time you go to do something, it's just gonna like fuck with your mental state. Used to happen all the time when me and Drew were younger too. Get the freaking sweats. And it's an acronym for like some kind of gross bug. Anyway, thanks for coming. That was awesome. Yeah, you can get on my medical because I'm a fucking doctor, and you know that. You're probably just too sorry, too okay. You're probably actually doing better than you let yourself be on. And yeah. He was like barely my boyfriend. Like he was, but it was so innocent where if I can just but it wasn't instant. Like it was I think it was like honestly love, but I don't know, everything else fucked up. Like even though I think you're dying, I'm not like, I want a little Drew baby. I'm probably not. No, I always knew the fucking consequences of pregnancy and being hurt and yeah, being fat too. Putting cookies on my belly, but it was like, oh, I was like, oh, dude, sorry. Maybe because we haven't been close for a long time. My lips are peeling. I gotta open the window. And when it was really bad, it's like the sweats starting to go away. I was always like, just pool under it. Drew's cool and he let himself be known. This wasn't working. We were never like, but you could die. Because it would just been, but you could die. So I'm like, but you could die, but you could die. Worse, I could lose my life. I could just sit there and decay slowly. Yeah, I can't believe I dared it. And it was totally intentional. Because Coral, I knew you before you were born. Yeah, I did it. I had a good feeling about you. I don't know you. I just know you. There's no other embryo doing that. I fucking swear to God. I'm not just saying that. Sarah brought them and they're pretty chummy close. And he was just nervous and all of a sudden he plays guitar and like I don't know if that's nervous or not nervous or like I don't know what to say about it, but it's good. I can only play acoustic lately. I don't mean that. There was sweat on the top of my hand too. Thinking back to high school about shit. You saw the palm of your hand? I did this time. Fucking how little we were back then. Like in a sense that like we haven't been sick very many times to even know. I am afraid all the time that my GED is going to be like, or PhD is going to be wiped out by experience. Just like this little misty pool. Weird. I have a random mark and oh, didn't I get shot in the arm? The extra layer of skin must have came off. My arm was sore. I was like twisting it. The reason why Sarah is so famous in my eyes is because we watch World War II and all these like linking documentaries of the same thing, different battles. And she's like, oh, but that's your grandpa. I was like, that's my grandpa. She's like, your strength really like helps the situation. She's like, I was about to like go drink a 2-6. And she did drink 2-6s, but that's just Sarah. Right? Maybe not. Maybe it was her emotions, but if you think about the emotions that made you drink, you might not ever relax to not drink. I was like, fucking Mickey is like, I am a bag of coolers, beer. Still. To this day. Or a mix a Mickey in a beer. I did that, and that's what helps me quit for some reason. Putting vodka in the beer. Fucking love Drew because his dad taught me that and shared it. He gave me a beer like that once. You cloud my judgment of the past, which is really good. That's a good way to cloud the judgment. I do really love you. I don't really care what happens. My dad was going through really big problems. I was 9 when that happened. So by 10, I decided we're gonna write this fucking resume and this corporate letter and all my cover letters, and I'm gonna do it. And we're gonna buy a computer, is what I mean, like another computer that actually prints off my printer. We did that. I got a job at corporate farming. That's when I started buying the ranch. And just fucking house everybody. And if you want it to be yours in that moment, just do it. But don't fucking hit me when I say, I'm actually mine. Because I'm just mischievous. So fucking proud of myself. So Dad has quite a bit of money these days because he gets to work without paying rent because he works the farm. So that pays his rent. I mean, all the companies and businesses off of it. Contracting companies. Businesses. I just wish for one day that I don't have to work. Yeah, and then I get well, and it all changes again. But I'm just like my dad that way, I guess. Like my dad hates hearing, "Oh, Dad, I wish you didn't have to work too." He just wish you'd shut up and let him talk. Because he's gonna get better, right? And if he stays like that, well, then he has no fucking choice not to work. I love Northern Health too. The building, fucking everything. Going to sleep at night, I walk the different paths through the lobby after a cigarette. I'm just worried about relapse at work. Because vaping outside takes a lot of, and then waiting a little longer, and fucking, you only get one puff and you're hauling it. That's getting lazy, getting too stimulated, I think, and making more mistakes. And the shitty, my tongue ring, oh my god. Love to point it out because then you really listen to it. The shitty ordeal is that you can do cocaine and you can do MDMA and you can do LSD and LSD and all this bullshit I've heard of so many times from the little junkies at my party. You can get away with it till you reach like you've been grieving pretty good, age of like 40, and you'll be fucked. You'll be fucked. Like, more than just shitting on your pants. You'll be an awful fucking sloppy, pathetically intimidating person. My dad doesn't drink that much. He doesn't do drugs. He smokes pot, but not that much. And he's been doing it for the longest, that's why I use him as an example. He smokes not that much, but he fucking works hard. He kept his blood stirring properly, clean and flowing properly. But yeah, once the blood starts to stir a certain way, you're fucked. I can't even answer my cousin's calls. It's like, your wife died like fucking 20 years ago. And he's talking like she's still alive. And it's like you want to finger him, but you're not sure if he's just so sad that he's banging around in there. Like, I feel fragile praying all the time. Yeah. I'm burnt out. Pretty damn tired. Which just means your kinesthetic metabolism, which is your energy level, starts to flop and wants to go this way instead of just being there. Send signals like, and they'll flop, and it's like, kind of thing. Like if you take one of those electrode things that you stick your finger to on the inside, and then it kind of follows your finger. One of those things, and it just falls over, but it's just a bar, and it's only shooting one way. Kind of like that. I worked really hard. Like, I'd work at the hospital on the weekends. For like a month, I would stay at the UN Council housing, and it's all programs and shit that you have to do to catch up on what the UN's talking about. And they put you through fitness classes and stuff and get your health going, buy your medicine, kind of thing with your rent. And then I would go home for like 2 days and then do it again. I'm so tired. I can't, like, honestly, like when I think about time span, I don't know Brylan and Cohen and Lila's age. I don't know, I bet they're 8, 6, 3, and like not even a year. Three. I'm not. Sorry, handicap. The last name. That first name, Jackson. Jackson with an X. That means something else when it comes to that. I don't want to smoke the butts, but I'm withdrawing too suddenly. It's more sweats. Yeah. Tingling in my bum, and here we go. Pouring sweat. Okay. One of the questions and things that we thought in high school is that you have to quit smoking to kill bugs in your body. You do? Yeah. Some people can just wham it and like get rid of it and then smoke less when they go back to it. And their meds work properly. I can't do that. I'm sick of it in general, like the yellow fingers, the raspy, like bleh, fucking cough, and it's not even what dementia is caused from. No. I just think you become ungrateful and sassy to the point that you're, yeah. My dad was to say, I'll give you a case of beer if you do like something for me, like bring in wood for a week or something. I would. And I would notice if I kept doing that and kept giving me chores for beer, it would you wouldn't recognize me anymore. No, like I think it actually makes you better, but living in poverty without that fucking case of beer for packing in wood? No, because you are so depressed that you're doing it. So why do it? I'm way better when I'm drunk. What day is it? Maybe like a week. Only like a week and not even 7 days a week. I'm not buying like fucking anything. Worst decision. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a worse decision, not buying things that are gonna like help you with your time while you're a little bit more drunk this month. They put the Thunderstorm Edition Made My Eyes from London on Amazon. That's cool. It's cool. Super fun if you're into face painting and stuff. Is that rude? Didn't think about it. Just trying to throw a compliment. To who? Hello. I was gonna buy like Playboy tongue rings, pot leaf and crosses and stuff, and coffins, nose rings, carving stuff, a HEPA filter, the filters for my daughter loves Lego is what she says. What do you love? The blockable city. The stacking stuff. Drawing runner. A punching bag. A camera. Done. She hates cats or some monsters. You hate cats. Sorry. I probably got back to you. I said you hated cats. It was just something I was trying to. I didn't mean it. It was nothing. You get it? You say it though. Because some kid at preschool probably bugged you. And that's a cool backpack. I could just forget about myself when I shop today. Take a source, you're not vegetarian. Never mind, still gave me the cat. What one's cuter? I love you with my whole heart. Tyrannosaurus Rex backpack. The lacing cards. One left in stock and one on the way. She already has it. Or she doesn't get it. What? You guys are exhausted. No, when you talk, I'm like, okay. Okay. She wants to be a seamstress. Okay. Now we're back. I was feeling fucking weird. I was feeling really sick this morning. I said to Mom, I'm losing it. I like Aaron, you know. He touched my boob yesterday. Why is the battery running? Well, peace out, I guess.